Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. It is me, your host, as always, Paraju Show. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. This is episode, I believe, 22. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, oh yeah. Another 2 weeks has come by, and we are getting ever so close to Persona 3 Reload releasing. We're less than 2 weeks out. Well, technically, it's technically next week. I don't know why I'm saying less than 2 weeks. Well, I mean, technically it is less than 2 weeks, but it's technically next week too. So, ooh, it's almost in our hands. It's almost in our hands. But yeah, hope everyone is doing great. Hope you guys, had a good 2 weeks since the last time, or well, a week after. Well, whenever you're listening to this, hope you guys we're doing good. Man, 2 weeks. What have we been, oh man, not gonna lie. I don't think I've really done much in the past 2 weeks. But like always, when we start this show, we start with 5-10 minutes about what's been happening IRL. Get to humanize who's in the podcast and whatnot. Then we go into the all the new stuff that's been happening. So yeah. Let's see here. Let's see what's been happening the last 2 weeks. I think I mentioned this last episode, but I finished Persona 5 Tactica. So yeah, that is done. Finished recording that, and the final episode should be coming up. Well, at the time of this recording, should be coming up tomorrow. But by the time this comes out to Patreon, this would have come out yesterday, or if this is coming out for the public, should have been out on Tuesday. So yeah, there's that. Finally glad that that is done, and just right before Persona 3 Reload comes out, like ooh, so glad was able to finish that basically on time. Everybody how that hey, take 2 weeks after the game releases to get right into it. Just like, hey, I mean, it works. I guess it works. I mean, guess like any time later than I would have been past the release of Reload. So yeah, glad I did that. What else? Today just got my amiibos for Noah and Mio from Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so that is really awesome. Gotta make sure open up Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and also my Switch in general, and just register them. So yep, there's that. Oh, and there goes my phone that fell. Hold on one moment. Alright, so okay, back to it. I was about to talk about some stuff, but that we're gonna be coming out of the news. What else? Well, we have like Drag Infinite Wealth coming out this week, so that's also excited for that. But it's really annoying how like Infinite Wealth comes out this week, and then Reload comes out next week. Like, I'm gonna have to I might be playing Infinite Wealth for like the first week or so, if I actually play through marathon it. But as soon as Reload comes out, goodbye Infinite Wealth, hello Reload. That's gonna be me for however long it takes to finish that Let's Play. Oh, it's gonna be an experience. What else? I got a new Papa Parade figure of Chiaki and Monami. I'm not sure if I talked about that last episode. I think I might have. I think. But yeah. It's I did talk about that. I was talking about, oh hey, they didn't have the original colors, and I was really iffy on getting it. So yeah, yeah, I did talk about that last time. Um, but I think not much stuff has been happening around me. I guess with work, one of my friends who like he was fairly new, like was around for a couple of months. Unfortunately, he moved out of state, so fortunately we lost a good guy working. So now I'm stuck working with the not so good workers. And this past weekend, had someone who initially said, oh yeah, he was gonna be late, and then by the time I come here, like, I got a job, just like, oh, don't see him. Uh, says on, the schedule, like, oh yeah, he's gonna be late, okay. So I thought, like, oh, he's already in, but he was late coming in. But no, he was just like, it was like an hour before his scheduled shift was over. So it's just like, yeah, he's not coming in. Just like, wow, that is, that really sucks. So that kind of puts me in a bad predicament. So just like, yo, what's gonna be happening here? Because like that's pretty messed up. That gonna make me work my entire shift by myself. Because like by the time I came in, another guy was leaving. So that would have been like, yeah, 4 hours of work to work by myself. Like, no, that's not fair. With my work I've got to do, like, no way. So glad they were able to, get another guy to help me out for, the time being. And we were able to, like, clean up a fairly large majority of the work. So that was really good. But yeah, just oh man, we really need some good workers. Oh man. But yeah, besides that, um, this weekend planning on going to round one with some friends, because like we kind of started doing things just like, yeah, everyone choose a place, where you want to go to hang out for a bit. And it was apparently my turn, so I was just like, how about we go to round one? So yeah, that was my choice, planning on picking them up, and then we all head down. It's near the Miami area, or a little bit north of Miami, but still like about hour and a half, 2 hours away. So yeah, it's still pretty far. So hopefully, we have some fun there. I've never been there, but I've seen videos like I think it was Sea Dog VA doing like a video at round one. It's like, ooh, that looks pretty cool, and oh, they have some anime stuff too. Ooh, that'd be pretty cool because friend group loves anime. So hey, why don't we do that? So yeah, that's the plan for this upcoming weekend. And yeah, can't really think of much else happening. So yeah. How about we go into the news segment? So let's just
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by W. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. There's also no fillers or artificial dyes. W contains vitamins like B3, B6, C, amino acids, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. W allows you to have faster reaction times paired with laser sharp focus. They have a variety of tubs, shakers, and accessories to choose from. For example, they have these sample cups here, and it comes with 4 different samples. Like we got Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, and Beach and Peach. All for a low price of about $18, so less than $20. But if you use my code PowerJ at checkout, you can save 10% on your order. So what are you guys waiting for? You guys save 10% on your order and anything else on the site with the code PowerJ. So please go to the site, link will be down in the description below, and back to the video.
switch on over to here. Boop. And like always, we do have some news articles from other sources, but majority of this is from Persona Central. So guys, please make sure you guys check out Persona Central. You guys do amazing work. Please check them out on their Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channel, wherever is all available. All the articles that we're gonna be checking out here will also be linked down in the YouTube description audio podcast. So if you guys want to do that, please check it out. So yeah. So first article of the day. So we got Persona 3 Reload behind the scenes episode 5. So this might be the last one we're getting because again, Reload comes out next week. So let's just, let's see what's going on here. Alice has released the 5th and final behind the scenes episode for Persona 3 Reload featuring the English cast of games. So yeah, this is the last one. The final episode features Alex Lee, the protagonist, Susie Young, Fuka, Heather Gonzalez, Yukari, Donna and Bennett, I guess. And I should have recognized the name Donna and Bennett because she is also the voice of Anise in Nikkei. So it's like, I was like, why does that name sound so familiar? But she's Anise. And we got Zena Robinson as Junpei, Alejandro Saab, Akiko, Alina Clark, Mitsuru, Justice Slocum, Shinjo, and Justice Lee Ken discussing their roles in the game. So, if I'm remembering right, Justice Lee never shows her face, so yeah, guess we're not gonna be seeing her. But we're gonna be hearing her at least. So, let's check it out. Let me just mute this and let us get started here. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling, just like, I don't know why, like, my nose sniffling got, like, kind of itchy throat. Okay, 5 minutes, alright, it's not bad.
You got company. What's the plan?
Palladian! Smoked him, as they say.
All I want is to be as strong as I can.
Even in the face of grave danger, you never give up. You fight back with all your might.
Let's do it.
Okay, she did sound bad there.
So many people
Same
are
with,
drawn to these large
Alejandro.
and colorful casts. There's something for everybody to latch onto, and I feel like when you play a game like that, it's a rewarding feeling when you find a cool character and you have that connection with said character, and to see them fulfill their character arc.
The theme is to really live life to your fullest. Everybody can enjoy Persona. It is such a well-rounded game, like all these different things meshed up together in a really stylish package.
I hope people see moments that they can connect with themselves, whether because they went through similar situations or just because they know those types of feelings. I think that's what's so amazing about the Legacy cast, what they did with the game. There's so much honesty in it. Even with everything else going on, the fantasy, the darkness, all of that, there's so much honesty at the core of it, and that is what I would want people to take away from it.
Knowing the cast members who were playing all of these, it made it feel a bit more real, not just in, oh my gosh, well guys, we're in a Persona game. Oh my god, but also in performance, like I can imagine their voice, reading the lines, I could imagine them in the room with me, and I think it made it all the easier to perform.
The writing of the story is so good. It relates to what people are actually going through. It related to what I was actually
I want that jacket.
I remember it was very cathartic to be able to like express this moment that I was having in my own life in a way that I was grieving and going through it along with Junpei. Persona has this incredible way of blending slice of life moments with fighting monsters, and then the concept of the personas are really, really cool. But it also weaves into these characters dealing with incredible, larger-than-life, end-of-the-world circumstances.
Me and Zeno Robinson, who voices Junpei, we switch these types of roles. Sometimes I'll be the cool one, and he'll be the bombastic one, or then it'll flip, and he'll be the cool one, and I'll be the bombastic one.
So what's the situation
when I got
here?
the phone call telling me that I booked
He's a cool one.
Akihiko, I was with my partner and our friend. We were at a coffee shop, and I was like, hang on, guys, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. And I go to the parking lot, and I was like, hello, this is Alejandro. And they're like, hello, is this Akihiko? Nope, this is Alejandro. And it's Val, the director of the game, and she goes, honey, we're telling you're voicing Akihiko. And I was like, Okay. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. I'm keeping it together.
The story in Persona 3 is so rich and beautiful and sad and funny. I think the thing about Persona that causes people to be so passionate about it is that, on the surface, it's just like, a bunch of teenagers getting together and saving the world, solving problems, solving mysteries. You think you're just seeing these archetypes, but they're real people underneath the surface, and they're more layered and nuanced, and the story is deeper and more complex than you would perhaps think at the offset. To summon your persona and unlock your power, you have to face your own mortality. The imagery is right there.
Themes of friendship in Persona 3 are just widespread. There's some characters you build up to. You might be mild about some before, but like when you end their social link, you're like, wow, I didn't know that about you. It's like you're learning everyone's past and journeys. I've gotten some tweets and it's really positive. I was really nervous before like everything was announced, but like everyone's social media posts are just like, I'm excited for the new cast. Really kind of touched my heart because I was really super nervous about it.
When I got to announce my role for the game, there was just this outpouring of congratulations, not only from my friends and my peers, which I was so happy to hear, but there were also others who were not at all familiar with me, and it was just so palpable and so touching that they would all be so excited for me, despite, again, not knowing what to expect. My favorite line that I got to say, definitely, a lot of other people are gonna say the same thing probably, was getting to shout, Persona! Persona!
Yeah.
Persona!
Sorry to really have much to say, but I'm really trying to absorb what's going on, how they're feeling. I mean, I'm not a voice actor, so I can't really say oh yeah, I understand how you're going through all that stuff, because I personally have no connections like that. I guess something like oh hey, your test results came back, you got freaking 100%, or or me, or I guess most thing I can relate to is hey, the job you applied to, you got it. Yeah. I guess that's the closest thing I would get to. And I was wrong about Dawn and Bennett being the voice actors for Anise. I was wrong about that. That was my bad. I could have sworn I saw her name at least in Nikkei. Okay, because I always have a Nikkei just pulled up on my phone, just I was just checking real quick. It's wait, no, that's wrong person. oh man, but yeah, I think the only connection I got to how they felt Alejandro with his girlfriend, oh yeah, let me go back, let me just see what's going on here, not gonna lie, I have throughout 2023 2022 trying to apply for jobs so I can leave my current job for something new. It's just I've been getting just oh, unfortunately we found someone who fit the bill, oh thanks for applying, but unfortunately someone else, yada yada, and having that moment where just hey, you got this. It's what, are you serious? Kind of that shock, just oh okay. But again, this is gonna be a somewhat new experience for a lot of people who never played Persona 3. Somewhat of well, it's gonna be a lot of new experiences because one, there's gonna be people who've never played Persona 3. This will be their first jumping in point. There's gonna be people who've played Persona 3, but with a new experience with this cast, and then I think that's all there is. The people who've never played Persona 3 and those who have played Persona 3 are coming into this. So just it's gonna be a brand new experience for both groups. And I really hope I do how majority of the cast sounds. Of course, I already explained my details in previous episodes, but I really hope this really goes well. But yeah, just excited that it's coming out in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks out. Oh man, I'm just looking at the calendar here. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. 11 days. Oh boy. I just want this game. I want this game in my hands, please. And I saw earlier today, just like, because people have already got their copies of the game. I'm just like, how? How is it possible you already got the game? So I really gotta be careful of how I'm spending my time on the internet, because I might get spoiled. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, yeah, guys, be careful out there. Leaks of Persona 3 Reload will be out there if you aren't careful. So, yeah, especially me when I'm covering Persona-related news. So yeah, be careful out there. So let's just do this. So let's go into the next article. So we got Persona 3 Reload Facilities Introduction Trailer release. So Alice has released a new trailer for Persona 3 Reload, introducing the various facilities in Paulownia Mall and Iwatodai Station Strip Mall. And also, there's a higher res version of this, but this is just like right here it says very interesting game. That's just what this is called, and Super Game Space Shot. Very interesting and original name, Atlas. So yeah, we got another trailers, videos covering that. So let's just do that and turn off the background here. Alright, so let's just get right into it. Is that Junpei? Sounds like him.
ここがポロニアンモールな。カラオケとかゲーセンとか学校のやつらとちょっとどっか行くべってなるとここだな。
Chidori.
あとあれ。
No, Chihiro. Chihiro.
ええ。
行ったこと
ありませんけどね。
Oh.
あそこ薬局とかあるしさ。冒険すんなら傷薬とか定番っしょ。
この人は黒沢巡査。黒沢さんは仕事のコネで俺たちの装備品を揃えてくれる。
まさか交番で装備売ってるとはね。この辺にも店とかいろいろあるし、時間あるんだったら適当に見てけよ。この商店街便利だよな。割と食い物揃ってるし、夜もやってるし。そういや上のラーメン屋もさ、夜限定の裏メニューとかっつって。あ、やっべ、もうこんな時間かよ。じゃあまた寮でな。
Alright, not bad. I want to go back through. Yeah, so like, hey, now the club actually has people in there besides, you know, just the few people that we already saw like in the previous versions of the game. Now this, we have, what is that? Is that supposed to be like a fortune teller here or something like that? Okay, so this is an added thing for Reload. Yeah, obviously I can't read it because it's Japanese, so... yeah, got the pharmacy, got the weapon shop, yeah, B-Blue V, with this, they changed it up here where now, party members will remember, their old skills. Yeah, essentially the alchemist shop, putting that in quotes there, and stream hall where other stuff happens, invites. So yeah, a whole bunch of stuff is gonna be happening here. So that was really awesome to see. You know, the old and new combining together. Pretty awesome. Hey, next up, more Persona 5 X news, yes! Right, I need this game to be released outside of China, please. So, we got new gameplay footage, characters, and new gameplay footage and characters revealed. There we go. So, Perfect World Games has revealed new details on the upcoming mobile and PC game Persona 5 The Phantom X. During a preview livestream earlier today, the stream features game footage from the upcoming beta, showcase some of the new what was it? TA characters and the Persona 2s. Man, I forgot what TA stand for. But okay, so we got some character showcase here. Well, we'll look at that in a bit. We'll scroll down, but so here we have a look at the characters here and their personas. So we have Miyu Sahara, codename Puppet, voiced by Kana Ichinose, and that looks really cool. I'm getting a mix of a feeling of Fuka, her persona here, like just going inside of there, but obviously not. But she looks more like a scuba diver, like with that equipment up front there, and like her whole getup there, and water flowing out of there. So yeah. Miyu Sahara, codename Puppet, and her Persona 2, Nemertis, a first-year high schooler and daughter of a local member of the House of Representatives. She may look gentle and polite on the outside, but in reality, she has a strong will of her own. Going against her parents' expectations for her future plans, she runs away from home and resolves to support herself on her own. Okay. Next up, we have Yui, voiced by Chika Unzai. Wait, I was about to say, wait, does she have her regular outfit? But guess not. So her outfit, she looks pretty cool. Like I saw her initially on Twitter and was like, wait, they brought in Hatsune Miku again? But no, looks like she's somewhat of a dancer, ballet maybe, perhaps. But like her persona looks really awesome. I love that look there. Just the whole kind of like a satellite kind of thing, or like a shield with like satellites there. That looks really awesome. So Yui and her Persona 2, Absuades, a mysterious girl who the protagonist meets in the virtual world. She is obsessed with acquiring land, and the two decide to grow crops on it, at the suggestions of the protagonist. She has a naive and romantic personality, occasionally revealing a clumsy side. Okay, so she's kind of like well, she has a mix of Haru with the growing crops kind of thing, with I guess a bit of would I say Rise? Maybe Rise. Next up, we have Hina Nishimori, codename Riddle, voiced by Yui Ogura. Or back to back with the Yuis. Okay, so that's her persona back there. Okay, we saw that little glimpse. Okay, so this is her persona, I guess. Looks like a freaking toaster. So Hina Nishimori, codename Riddle, and her persona 2, Daira, a 10-year-old children's clothing model. Okay. Who was chosen by an advertising agency due to her cute and delicate looks. She's very active, curious, and likes to follow adults and ask questions. But she doesn't get answers she wants, she starts to pout. Okay. Apparently, we heard from people on Twitter, she's the youngest Persona users that we know of. So she's younger than Ken, and maybe younger than Mitsuru when she first awakened hers, I think, probably. So that was very interesting. And yeah, that's also an interesting outfit for Phantom Thieves outfit. I mean, it doesn't really look Phantom Thievy at all. Like it's just, like you kind of like it's a mix of like a what's the word like a mix of like Sherlock Holmes and an underground miner, like a mix of those two. Like do you guys see that, or is it just me? I don't know. And also like the thing with like oh, children's clothing model, I was just reminded of like Yakuza, where there was a moment where basically like your kid was just like being like kind of like stalked around by like this grown up, being like, oh hey, we can make your kid a star, just be a model for our stuff. It's like, oh, is that a really good thing to do? I don't know. But next up we have Toshia Sumi, codenamed Sepia, voiced by Dunya Inoki. Okay, ooh, that looks really cool. Like, it looks like kind of like a scarecrow, kind of. And and I love how like the glasses are like over the hat, but that's like it's probably the eyes going. There's holes where the eyes are probably there. But that looks really awesome. That design looks really cool. Okay, so Toshia Sumi, codenamed Sepia, and his persona Gorgira. Gorgira? Gorgira? I don't know. I'm constantly like Gorgira. An unemployed young man who frequents the fishing pond, and is also known as a fishing hermit. So I was about to say, oh man, this is just like a Yusuke, but well, no, not really, no. He has a record for catching the king of the fish without using a hook. He's not very old, but has a unique understanding of life and emotions, and often says unexpected things. So yeah, similar to like Yusuke. So yeah, with that, let's check out the character showcase, because I think like if I just watch this and not know what's going on, what the personas are, I think it would have been a bit more confusing. So let's check it out.
菜单里的怪盗系统。好的，那么这就是我们今天要演示的第一位新角色，叫 Yui。
Just make sure anything. Nope, only. Okay.
那么她是主人公在虚拟世界中认识的一位迷之少女，也是目前唯一一位
And of course, this is in Chinese, so we're not gonna say the look of it.
中的角色。然后呢，优异在这个虚拟世界中呢，沉迷于购置大量
that character showcase, that looks pretty cool. Oh, she has roller skates too. Oh.
虚拟空间的大地主啊，然后她的代号是 Bui 啊，日配呢是由这个安纪之家。
哦，利可利斯那个声优。
对，然后中配。
Oh, and there's a floating ring around her, like a.
大地主的这个设计。
Oh, like kind of like air conditioning thing. But I didn't realize those are like electricity thing. I thought, I thought it was just like hands just going right through there. But no, oh, that's really cool.
是我们中方想的还是日方想的？
对，这个是很有意思的一个概念。
That's a very interesting design. Oh, and there's liquid in that. Oh, that was just the color of the container.
然后优异呢，在战斗中呢是一个电系的增益
角色，它
能够强化队友，并提供暴击率和攻击力。
The animations just looks really cool.
暴击伤害时呢，它还能够进一步的追击，来给敌人造成额外的伤害。OK， 这个是我们的第二位角色，叫西森洋菜。
Okay,
他是
and one more Hina. Okay.
对一切都会充满好奇的好奇宝宝啊！主人公在都市中邂逅的一位女孩，然后是目前怪盗中年龄最小的一个角色，年仅10岁。然后
Yeah, the name's right behind them.
被这个广告公司选为这个模特啊。然后因为父母长期在外考察呢，然后他总是跟在身边，然后问东问西。
Very interesting choice for just like designed for Fan of Thieves outfit.
然后中配的话是格子睿。
Now that persona though, that is very unique. Like it kind of looks like it has like two phases on there. Like these are the eyes and that's the mouth, or these are the eyes and that's the mouth. So it's like which one do I look at? Or is it this is the eyes and that's the mouth, you know? And that's like the nose, maybe? You know, like, it could be either any of those, you know?
在战斗中的定位呢，它是一个念动系的简易角色，能够通过弱化敌人的防御能力，增加怪盗团的伤害，并且能够为敌人添加寻宝指令啊。然后用3技能呢，
she literally uses the pickaxe, so she is an underground
削弱敌
miner.
人防御的效果。
哦，他是个矿工是吧？
对，是个小探险家啊。
Oh, hello.
第3位呢，是我们今天
Yeah,
展示的男性角
you're
色，叫虚剑俊。
Sepia, yeah, Sepia.
他是一个随性慵懒，但是却受人欢迎的3流小说家啊。目前是一个找不到
I know
工
it
作
says
的
like,
在
oh,
业
he's
之
just a
年
young man.
啊
Thought
依
like,
靠女友
but I
生
kind of like with
然
the
后虽然呢
with like, you know, the highly detailed design here, like, I know he's wearing a mask, but like, kind of looks like he looks older with that mask on.
学历、长相、背景都再普通不过了，但是呢，他有自己的
But
梦想，
he
就是要
looks
成为一个
really
很好
awesome, looks
写实
really
一流的
nice.
小说。然后代号是Sepia 啊，然后是墨汁的意思。然后日配是由甲木纯妮扮演。
Ooh, all this actual text on there. Looks like it might be in English too, but I can't really tell. Like, I mean, if this was like high detail, probably I can barely make like. I think this is like, though, the love, those something have called the maybe. This says love here. Like, is this say like he hate, something like that? And then like, but there. Now who holds the, something like
演的
that.
然后中配是孙烨。那么他的人格面具叫格尔
That
修
is
拉
a。very cool.
我刚开始以为他的人格面具是一个
And is it in a bottle? I just realized, like, it looks like it's in a bottle.
瓶香水的，没想到是墨水。
对，是一个墨水啊。然后它的战斗的定位呢是一个功能性的输出角色啊，通过其他角色打出伤害，能够让他收集到灵感，然后写出剧目，然后来造成连击的伤害。
3流小说家收集的灵感，我开始有点担心他的输出了。
最后一位想要展示的角色
Yeah,
叫
she's
佐野海
definitely
希
like a
啊
small,
她
like
是
a
一个高中
swimmer.
1年级的少女啊。然后因为在
Yes,
未来的
this
规
is
划上面呢，
Miyu.
就是违背了父母的期望，所以离家出走，决心靠自己的双手养活自己。然后呢，是一个充满心机，但是又无法让人拒绝的这个甜系少女。
Yeah, that looks really awesome.
是之濑加纳，来扮演的。中配是刘一雷。人格面具是涅莫尔特斯。
Yeah, very aquatic.
是一个长相有点像
Like
这
a
个海洋
tail,
生
like
物
a
的
cover
一
of a
个
mermaid.
潜水
Like
体
it's a mix
啊
of like, okay, so like a mermaid, a sea snail, something like that, like shark, perhaps. Like this could probably like go over like the face here and like something can come up from here. Like that can make just like a mouth and like it can make it look like a shark kind of. Like that is an awesome
潜
design.
水艇，你可以这么理解啊。佐野海希
Yeah,
呢是一
just
位
like I'm like thinking of like of the show like Kamen Rider Revise, where like essentially like there's a part of the show where like the characters, the two main characters like kind of combine together and like they make like a T-Rex, but like they don't like actually make a T-Rex, but like they make it out of their bodies. So like the guy who's like on top, like he kind of has like a hood, and then he just uses his like hands as the mouth, the bottom jaw of the T-Rex. So just like, oh, is this like a similar situation here? I mean that would be cool.
它能够在后场呢，能够给场上的这个怪盗团提供信息，并且强化队友啊，是一个生存方向的角色，能够给予团队非常强的这个保护能力。那么我们今天要展示的4位新角色就到这里
啊，这就是我们3册会给大家见面的。
But I do want to like, how does she use like those
能力？
those
那么我们
how does she use this as a weapon though? I'm wondering. It's just like, yeah, you use it underwater, but like, you know, underwater here. And there's even bubbles coming out of there. It's just like, how do you do this? How do you do that? But continuing down, there's some gameplay, you know, the first 3 minutes. We've got dungeon battle gameplay, and there's even a rhythm minigame. So taking something from you know, the rhythm game from the other games, Dancing All Night, Dancing Starlight, Moonlight, and just making it, you know, a bit more, well, this is gonna be being played on, you know, a phone, so it has to be, you know, it has to be like in a certain position. So doing it like that, okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. And continuing on down here. Actually, I should be, you know, reading what was underneath. So just like, you know, gameplay, play through the very start of the game. Oh, we can check this out. It's only 3 minutes, so we can do that.
这就是我们的这个主界面是吧？
对对对。
这是一个 P5
Oh,
系
they're
列
in
经
the
典
same
开头。
thing as the
不知道
OG
大家有没有
Persona
在
5,
这
just
个
like
阶段选择过这个
this is a game.
不想
You're
参加
you're a trickster.
当然我们今天呢就是选择想参加哈，如果好奇的同学可以去后续选择一下试一试啊。OK， 那么我就开始我们的新的游戏开场。
哎，新的游戏开场。
So it's not the same as the original Persona
是不是有点
5?
意外？我相信这个直播前的这个观众朋友们应该也会感到有一些奇妙啊，有些奇妙，估计有很多人已经把问号打在了公屏上啊。那么，
毕竟就是像我这种只玩过开头的玩家来讲，我对这一段是最有印象的。
没错啊，那大家看到的确实是我们原作的这个动画开场，但是为什么会在这个 P5X 的这个游戏中出现呢？那么我们继续往下看啊。
So far, pretty much the
帅气的
same.
Joker 啊，出场了。
Yeah, but we have Joker when we're supposed to be following Wander.
依然是在赌场啊，被我们的黑衣人追杀哈。Joker 还是很帅。那么接下来正式开始我们的游戏。
啊，就是经典的赌场跑酷环节。
Okay, we're playing as Joker. Let's start
跳下
here.
来的还是大家熟悉的 Joker。
Oh.
怎么
Oh. Oh.
刚才是采集卡有问题吗？
没有看清啊，刚才没有看清。
Got a little glimpse of Wander there.
开始逃离赌场里，还是很帅的。
It's a little slower than how the start of the game initially was.
每周末都要打很多遍啊，这个部分。好，接下来就是让大家熟悉的几连跳。
みんな、落ち合う場所は分かってる？
OK，
大丈夫。
还是熟悉的剧情。我们 Joker 邪魅一笑啊。 Joker 发面具的动作还是很帅啊。
Okay, so is anything gonna change?
出现了。
Okay, it's still the same there.
OK， 好，战斗的部分，我们看一下在 P5X 中去打这场新手战斗的感受是如何的呢？
And it's still the same. Saw that little glitch there, but
哇，
真不愧是新手战斗呀。
OK， 那么在 P5X 中呢，有全新的战斗系统啊，也就是我们的
and
highlight
those
系统。
the health bar just like, dude, that's 3,000.
Oh.
Yo.
好。好，这一段
So enemies gonna be
到这儿吧
having like a whole bunch of damage or a whole bunch of health to them. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be, pretty cool. Okay. I mean, if anyone's having a lot of health, I mean, it's probably gonna take a while to, defeat them. Because again, this is like a gotcha. This is a gotcha game, so they want you like, hey, we want you to spend your time within the game. We don't want you to leave, or we want you to always be coming back to the game. Again, dungeon battle gameplay, clips of a new dungeon and battles using the TAs and showcasing some of their show times. Again, the rhythm. I don't know why I'm saying and again, but rhythm minigame playthrough. What could be a hero in the game's rhythm minigame. A gotcha collecting minigame was also shown. A football minigame was also teased. Okay. Producer's message on public beta. The opening movie and theme song of Persona 5 The Phantom X are almost complete and will be included in the public betas for all players to see. The first two chapters of the game will be completed, revealing more stories between this game's and that of the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. All the unfinished animations and music will be implemented by then. Players will be able to experience this during the beta. Several mysterious new characters are also being prepared, so stay tuned. While not confirmed, several app sites, including 4399, have listed the public release date for Persona 5 The Phantom X as February 23rd, 2024. Oh, okay, so about a month left, if that is true. So, we got some screenshots here. Let me just do this. Yeah, there we go. And you guys can see the whole thing. Oh, wait, come on. Kind of expecting for it to, move to the side, but I guess we gotta do this each individually. Wait. Oh, they're the same image. God dang it. Well, why would they have two of the same image there? But okay. Okay, but okay, that's one of the new palaces. Exploring the area there. So got some gotcha. Okay, this is the music minigame. Rhythm minigame. Items, weapons. Not sure what any of those are. And back at that. Okay. So, not bad, not bad. Continuing on to the next. Perfect World Games to publish Persona 5 The Phantom X in Korean. So, we now have a confirmation that it's getting more than the China release. That's pretty good. Okay, so there was an update, January 15th, that the website has been taken down. It's the 16th. Two trailers for the Korean release has been published. These are Korean sub versions of the previously released trailers. Korean language website for Persona 5 The Phantom X has gone live. The website is hosted by the developer Perfect World Games, indicating that they will be the publisher in this region. The website still has several placeholder elements suggesting that it has not yet intended to be made public. The Korean website does feature a blog post suggesting that the Hearthstone test will run from January 16th. However, as this is the Chinese rather than Korean, is likely a placeholder. Excuse me, and not intended for this region. YouTube channel and Naver and Kakao social media accounts have also been set up for the region. I mean, should just been a YouTube channel, Naver, and Kakao social media accounts, but it's alright. We've got some more screenshots, but now in all Korean. Alright, got the teacher there. Got that. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Looks pretty cool. All in Korean, so I don't understand to like that. And take a look at the trailers here. Oh, I think this is the same trailer that we saw initially, but now it's just in Korean subtitles. Yeah, it's the same trailer. So yeah, basically now, yeah, it's happening. Yep. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, I guess it's just like my way to like go into the topic, but it's the same trailer that we've seen previously, but just with the Korean subtitles. So it's the same thing we've already covered before. Persona 5 Phantom X is in development for mobile PC, and yep, there we go. So I gotta stop saying so. That's it for this article. So we have confirmation that's coming out outside of China. Koreans getting it next. We're hopefully going to be seeing Japan probably after that. Maybe. I have no idea. But most likely Japan's going to get it too. Next article, and this one I was really excited about. Devil Survivor 2 Overclock and Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker is getting, the soundtracks are adding to streaming service. It's already out now, so you guys can, play it to your heart's content. Alice has added the soundtracks for Devil Survivor Overclock and Record Breaker to the streaming service globally. This coincides with the 15th anniversary of the release of Devil Survivor, which was originally released in Japan on January 15, 2009. The soundtracks will be made available at midnight at anyone's local time, so it's already available right now. So yeah, so yeah, awesome that they put the soundtracks over on, streaming service. That is really awesome. Apparently there's longer versions with if you got like the CD, or like I think the composer had their own like release of it, which had longer tracks. So if you're able to find those, that'd be better. But at least we got these available right now. So they're available on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and Line Music. I was definitely jamming out with Record Breaker's music, because that's I haven't been overclocked. I will say that I haven't been overclocked, but like with Record Breaker, I love the soundtrack of that. It is really awesome. Alice is gradually expanding their soundtrack catalog on streaming services globally, following the switch to new distributor. These soundtracks were previously available for download in Japan, but were delisted mid-November of 2023. Oh, okay. But man, if we have a Devil Survivor 3, it would be really awesome. We need a Devil Survivor 3. We need it. Let's take a break on, the Persona stuff, and bring back, the games that people really want. People have been asking for Devil Survivor 3. People have been wanting, like a remaster of Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. Bring those games back, Alice. We want these games. These games are what people get excited for. It would be really awesome to see like Devil Survivor 3 using like, the 2D HD graphics used with like what's called Triangle Strategy, Octopath Traveler, those games. That would be really awesome. It would be a really great fit for this game. If not, they could go with a 3D route, or like, what they do with Fire Emblem. It would be really awesome. We just need a third Devil Survivor game. It's been so long. We need it. I need it. I want it. Just give it to me. Next article. Of course, Persona 3 Reload is coming out soon. We got some preview footage, screenshots, developer interview compilation. Now, I will say this: I'm not gonna be looking at the footage of Persona 3 Reload unless it's, like a trailer, which is just, you know, a few minutes, but I'm not watching any previews of it. All right, not spoiling myself with that. No way. So, previews for Persona 3 Reload has gone on prior to the game's release on February 2nd. The preview articles from various outlets include new footage of the games, screenshots, and excerpts from interviews with the developers. So we have 14 minutes of gameplay from Den Fami Code Gamer. So in Japanese, no commentary gameplay, so that if you guys just want watch uninterrupted, there you go. Then we have we got English gameplay from IGN, Noisy Pixels, and then we have an interview with Ryuta Nitsumiya and the director Takuya Yamaguchi. Well, we have the excerpts here, so we can check it right. These are the. Well, let's see how long. 7 minutes. We got this.
はい、ペルソナ3リロードプロデューサーの新妻です。よろしくお願いします。ペルソナ3リロードディレクターの山口です。よろしくお願いします。
Perfect. So, were there any unexpected challenges to remaking Persona 3, and how did you overcome them if so?
そうですね。まずは
In terms of our probably biggest unexpected factor was
that's so quiet.
We saw that coming, and it definitely really affected our workflow, and suddenly we had to be working with remote, so that was very disruptive and kind of confusing. And outside of that, we are adapting a new engine for this game. We're using Unreal, so because of that, there's a lot of challenges that popped up, but there was a lot of things we learned, and we think we really overall enjoyed taking on this new challenge when we made this game.
Was it strange to be developing Reload when Persona 3 was being ported? Obviously, it came out last year. And did you think this would affect how fans would take to Reload? Would it be like negative or positive because maybe they played it recently, obviously in the older version?
それに関して
Yeah, we were kind of working them as kind of different ideas. Like we had the full, like the rich kind of remake, which is the Reload, and then we just had a kind of remaster for the other. So we kind of put them in two conceptual different bubbles.
という形なので。
When it came to adding new music for Reload, how did you approach, adding new tracks that would fit in with the original soundtrack?
そうですね。新しい楽曲は。
So when we were thinking about what songs and how to add songs for the new game, we kind of talked to Cathedral-san, who is the person in charge of the sound, and we asked him to kind of make music that reinforced the themes of the game itself. And we also had new vocalists that we're using for this game as well. So we tried to find ways to incorporate the new voices into the new sound of the game.
ちょっと補足すると。
And to add to that, we think the original songs from
It's really hard to hear what they're
so
saying.
We wanted to kind of leave those as this is the original, and these are the new kind of vibe of it that we're going for. We wanted to respect the original while trying to create something new.
曲は作ったと思います。
When you guys play Reload, who do you choose to romance in the game?
Okay, that part's loud. Oh, God.
なるほど。お気に入りなキャラクターってことですかね。そうですね。じゃあまずに。
You go. No, you go. You go.
To add a little bit of context, that's a really hard question because all of the characters are so wonderful and they're all of them have their own wonderful. So I think you would never have any regrets in choosing. I wouldn't have any regrets in choosing anyone. So saying all of that, if I had to make a choice, probably me personally, I'd go for Yukari.
難しいんですが、私が個人的に選ぶのは、ゆかりですね。まず前提的に。
I want you to know first of all that I love every single one of them. But if I had to choose, I probably think I have a special spot in my heart for Fuka.
彼女かなとは思います。
In Reload, what are you guys most proud of, or which is your favorite part of the game?
そうですね。いや本当に。
That's another hard question. I think there's everything, every time scene in that game I have a really close connection to, but for me, probably I'd have to choose the opening animation. I think we put a lot of effort into making it, and it was just, I think, released fairly recently, but we did trial and error, and we kind of thought about it a lot, and I think when it came out, it's a fantastic way to kind of summarize and kind of unleash all the themes of the game, so I think that would probably be my choice.
でも時間をかけて丁寧に。僕は。
I think when I was approaching the game, picking what we would change when we were doing the remaster and what we wouldn't, or sorry, the remake and what we wouldn't, was a really important part for me. So, and I think for me, one of the overall one of the things that really helps kind of define that is the scene where you see the characters kind of get their new battle outfits. I think that's just really, and it just really just it does everything I want it to do. That might be it.
Was there anything from a previous version of Persona that you wish you had included in Reload or could have done but didn't have time to or just didn't in the end?
そうですね。まあもうかなり
So I think for he was saying I'm having really trouble picking something. I think I did everything that I really was aiming to do with the game. And he passed the ball to Nitsuma-san, and Nitsuma-san then said that probably for me, kind of from a PR perspective, I really wish we could have done more collaborations, and we could have maybe like had the characters dressed in different outfits from different things. I think that would have been really fun to do, and if we had
having collab outfits. I mean, that would have been really cool. But like, you know, I mean, it would be really cool to see like them in like having a digital Devil Survivor outfits, Devil Survivor outfits. That'd be really cool. You can still do that. It's still within the same company, and like we haven't seen those outfits like used like at all. Even like we've seen what's it called Devil Summoner Raido Cuckoo's Noah outfits. That was in at least vanilla P5, but like we haven't really seen them, and also we had like Devil Summoner Soul Hackers outfits. That was also in Soul Hackers 2, but we haven't really seen much outside of those games. So they can still do that.
We'd like to try that.
そこがちょっとやっぱり今回できなかったことになっちゃう。まあ本当に先ほど言った通りかなり
So I'm really satisfied once again. I kind of did everything I wanted to do with the game, but it would have been if I had to say something, I would say probably it would be nice to have even more stories where we can explore like the deep depths of the characters and kind of see who they were. But once again, I'm very satisfied. I think we did a lot of that. So
今のやつにも満足はしているんですがっていうような感じです。
Do you think that Persona 3 Reload will introduce the series to new fans? And if so, like, what do you hope that they appreciate most about the game?
ペルソナ3、まあ間違いなく。
So I think even for new entrants to the series, Persona 3 Reload, I think they will be fully satisfied with the Persona experience. I think there's a lot to find here and like, and like I really think pretty much everything.
There's probably some of my icon probably I was just like smelling my nose while I was muted.
And then there's this kind of fashionable, stylish UI. I think all of those elements and more will be things that new users to the series can experience and go, wow.
おしゃれで使いやすいユーザーインターフェースで。
Obviously, Tartarus has been remade, but for this one, but in the original it could be quite tedious. It's a lot more in Reload. Can you tell me a bit more about how you guys worked on making Tartarus stand out a bit more and make it a bit more interesting?
そうですね。タルタロスに関しては非常に
like a slog in the original.
So
boring.
We took in lots of opinions and feedback from our fans, and we decided that for Reload, reworking Tartarus was a top priority for us. And however, the Tartarus itself is really tied closely to the story of the game itself, so we couldn't make any fundamental changes to the actual dungeon itself. But what we could do is make lots and lots of small tweaks and adjustments. And I think the accumulation of all these tweaks and adjustments overall kind of made major changes to the dungeon itself, and made it a lot more entertaining and fun and less repetitive to play.
I think I even remember, I think there was an article saying like, oh yeah, you can even skip floors too, right? I think I saw that, right?
I did add a couple specific examples. He said that, for example, you can dash now, there's destructible objects, and then there's character conversations that will play automatically while you're exploring the dungeon as well. So that will keep things fresh and interesting.
追加したりっていうような形で本当にずっと飽きずに遊べるようなダンジョンが作れたと思っています。
Alright, not a bad interview, not a bad interview. I really gotta say they got work on the excuse me, they gotta work on the volume because that was just like, oh man, I could barely hear that guy. Even at like max volume, I barely heard what the translator guy was saying. So, I mean, pretty good interview. I wanna go back real quick.
We want to respect the original while trying to stay alive.
Talking about like the changes to like the original people.
Saying all of that, if I had to make a choice, probably me personally, I'd go for Yukari. No, first of all, I love every single one. Fuka.
Wish there was.
そうですね。
Kind of wish there was a little bit of
Which is
a
your favorite part of the game?
you know, like time stamps for the questions.
So I think that would probably be my choice.
時間
Unleash all the would change was an important part for me. One of the overall one of the things that really helps kind of define that. That's just really in so.
This version of Persona that you wish you had included in Reload or could have done but didn't have time to or just didn't in the end.
そうですね。まあもうかなり 形なので。
When it came to adding new music for Reload, how
楽器
that reinforced to incorporate
と補足する。
Something was here.
This is the original. We want to respect the original, and these are the kind of the new kind of vibe of it that we're going for. We want to respect the original while trying to create something new.
曲は作ったと思います。
when you guys play Reload, who do you choose to roam?
ってことですかね。
Dang, where was this?
Overall enjoyed taking on this new challenge.
Persona 3 was being ported.
Yeah,
Obviously it came out
this
last
year.
And did you think this would affect how fans would take to Reload? Would it be like negative or positive because maybe they played it recently, obviously in the older version?
まあそれに関して
Yeah, we were kind of working them as kind of different ideas. Like we had the full the rich kind of remake, which is the Reload, and then we just had a kind of remaster for the other. So we kind of put them in two conceptual different levels.
という形なので。
When it came to adding
Oh,
new
it was
music
that
for-
quick. It was like I was hoping, like they would go a little bit deeper than that. You know, just like just we consider them two separate things. Like oh okay, yeah. It was like because thinking like well, it's a really good idea to release this purple last year with and have it released last year, then announced that same year Reload as well. Like that when that hurt sales, like okay. But we got some interview excerpts from various different outlets. You can take a look here. So we got some from Game Informer on direction the remake should take from Game Informer. There were people that said we should just make a 1-to-1 remake, and there were some people who said we should make big changes and kind of redo everything. Yamaguchi says, after a lot of discussion, we decided to mainly go with a 1-to-1 approach to recreate the original game. However, that's for the major core of what makes the game it, and for small kinds of changes and powering the game up for a modern audience. That's what we decided to focus on our efforts for the remake. And not gonna lie, I would prefer like a 1-to-1 remake and and just make the changes that would overall improve the game rather than, hey, let's just massively overhaul the changes and make it completely different than how it was, originally, But that's just me, That's just me. Just I would not like to have a remake that is just it is completely different than how it was in the original, just because it's a remake. Just oh, do you see that small thing? That was in the original, but everything else, that's different. No, that's not it for me. On adjusting the character models for the remake from NME, when we were working on the new town and everything, one of the key changes was changing the size of the characters to be more realistic, says Yamaguchi. Because they are now a little bit taller, we changed the scale of the town to fit that. One thing that we were really careful doing was not going, oh, they're tall now. It's realistic, photorealism done. We wanted to keep the feel of Persona 3. We had to make sure when you're walking around it felt like the game. So make sure to balance that and look very carefully when we were working on the environment. On deciding between using 2D or 3D animation for a cutscene from Screen Rant, Ryota Nitsuma, there's basically two types of cutscenes throughout the game. There are 3D cutscenes and there's anime cutscenes. The way they decide to split these up is really looking at the characteristics of each scene itself and saying if this scene would feel best as 3D, where we could express that where we could express what we want through that. This one, if we made anime cutscene for that, it would help express that scene's true coolness. Okay, so I'm guessing like with the Yakushima trip, like that's gonna be 2D, and then other scenes 3D, yada yada. On the decision to remake Persona 3 via Xbox Wire, we've done a lot of surveys with users and fans, and whenever we did a survey on what people want to see as a remake for the Persona series, the number one answer was always Persona 3. P3R producer Nitsuma told me, after Persona 5 Roller came out, the Persona team was ready to do another project, and we were trying to think about what to do. And we were saying, hey, a remake could be pretty cool, pretty good, and people want to see a Persona 3, so this is the right time, and the stars have aligned. So yeah, again, people have been saying, oh, the surveys doesn't matter, they're just gonna do whatever, but no, the surveys do matter. They matter when, it comes with the game developments that Alex is gonna be doing. And I want to correct a statement that I made last episode. I was saying like, oh wait, they didn't do a survey last year, and like that completely forgot that they did do a survey last year. It was like in the middle of the year, like June, July, around that area. So it was just like that completely slipped my mind, and I forgot like, oh yeah, I put in my input for like that. I think I mentioned like Devil Survivor 3, something like that, Digital Devil Saga. And I think also like, hey, remake Persona 1 and 2, please. So yeah, they did do a survey last year. And of course, they're probably going to do some, probably a couple months after Persona 3 Reload is out. So probably, they might do it around the same time, June, July kind of ish era. And last thing we have are some images from using Real Sound, Gamer, and 4Gamer. So we can just do this. Alright. That looks really cool. That looks really awesome. Just like Persona 3 Reload, small text. Press any button, big text. I mean, this would be really cool. This would be really cool if, the moon like changes, phases depending on the position you are in the game. That'd be really cool. And if you save during like the dark hour, it would be the dark hour moon. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool if they did that. And people point out that now Persona 3 Reload matches like the theme with Persona 4 and Persona 5, how like it's all like, silhouettes. So that is really awesome. Now 3, 4, 5 are, basically the same. And they added a new, I believe Lunatic is a new difficulty mode, or they changed how Lunatic mode works. People said that now Lunatic mode is a harder difficulty than, hard, but now you can't change it once you select it. So once you select it, you can't go back to hard or normal or any of that. So if you want to go Lunatic, you're stuck there. And we got items. Okay, that is our parties. I'm not sure what's that. But I'm guessing that this is the current team setup. And also, I remember previous interview. Yeah, this right here, that's a 3D model right there. So that is just, again, like, I wouldn't have thought that would be a 3D model, but you can see a little bit of the shading there, just like how like kind of how the hand it is and how the face looks. Yeah, it does kind of look like a 3D model. That's probably at the very beginning of the game. Signing contracts, so this is where you put your name here. Okay. Going to battle. Alright. Just looks so cool. Looks so cool. That's the 3rd-G attack, right? Yeah. Well, 3rd-G in Japan, but now it's 3rd-G here. Okay. I don't know why they made the change, but okay. So all their other stuff. So we have everyone's 3G contact. Oh, not everyone, up to Fuka and G. So that's someone. Junpei's Believe It or Don't. And the cutscene for entering what's the freaking name? Gekukan. There we go. And don't know why. Why did it turn that? Turn back off. Dark mode, much better, much better. And yep, that's it for that. Let me just reload the other articles just in case something happened and it caused the. It just caused going to dark mode or turn on light mode. My bad. So, DLC day 1 DLC confirmed. Well, we already knew that, but we got the details on it. Alice has released further details on the previously revealed downloadable content that will be available for Persona 3 Reload. This includes character outfits, BGM, and special personas. So here we have the Phantom Thieves outfit. So we have confirmation of what everyone will be wearing and who and which costume belongs to who. Gotta turn this on again. So Joker, well, Pro Tag is Joker, Hikari is On, Junpei is Skull or Ryuji. So Akihiko is Akechi in his good outfit. Mitsu's Queen, Makoto, which fits. Fuka is Futaba. Aigus is Haru. Shinji is wearing Akechi's Jester, Loki outfit, evil outfit. Ken is wearing I don't know why I feel like him wearing Yusuke's outfit is just like hilarious. Just like, come on, it's my turn with the Xbox. And we have Maru as Morgana, which looks really weird. just seeing just black and white, just like over the regular colors, and also having blue eyes too. That's like, ooh, that's weird. But there's that. So it's going to go for 440 yen, so it's probably about $4 or $5. We've got the Shujin Academy, and everyone just looks alright, looks the same. And Ken just looks like he's just wearing his regular outfit, but just like but just has the Shujin jacket over it. And Shinji's just like weird, just like, ugh. You know, you look weird without your jacket. Put your jacket back on. But everyone else, they look fine. They look fine there. And we got the Yasugami set. Yeah, everyone looks fine here. Ken still looks the same. Akio really rocks that outfit. And Shinji just looks like you. Just turn his hair silverish gray and we're good. Then we got the Persona Set 1, which comes with everyone's base personas. So that's 800 yen, or 880 yen, which probably is about $9 or so when it comes here. And we got Set 2 for everyone's Evolve persona, which is like, wow, I'm gonna beat this game with all the personas. With all these Evolve personas, they're most likely gonna be like level 50s or something like that. You know, having, not gonna lie, I barely remember like any of their names besides, you know, Satanael, Anat, and that's about it. Son Goku? No, Son Wukong, right? Right, Son Wukong. And that's about it. It's really hard for me to remember like the P5 cast like Evolve persona names. But oh yeah, Loki. Don't forget Loki. And yeah, but we have the names there. Satan Tyson, I was wrong about that. Mercurius for Morgana, Hecate for An, Kamu Susanoo for Yusuke, Anat for Futaba. Wait, no, Anat is Makoto's. Just trying. Wait. Oh, this thing like. Oh wait, that's Haru's personas. It's Astarte. Then we got Loki, and then Benedis. So there we go. Kind of wish Futaba's persona was part of this, but I know persona isn't a fighter, but we could switch out Fuka's persona for that one. That'd be pretty cool. We got the Persona 4 Golden Persona set with Megatsu Izanagi, and Kaguya. I was about to say, when they say like, Persona 5 Roll set 2, like, are they also gonna is there gonna be a set 3 with their fully evolved personas? That's something I'm curious about. We got the Persona 5 Royal BGM set for about $5-6. Includes the BGM from Persona 5 and Royal, which includes Last Surprise, Take Over, Rivers in the Desert, Yaldabaoth, Throwaway Mask, and Victory. It's all downloadable content can be received in the closet in your bedroom. The background music can be changed from your config menu. You can also set the random music playback, change it according to your mood. Okay. In addition, the Persona 4 BGM set is available as a pre-order exclusive bonus. And now we got some screenshots. Yeah, we can check out the costumes, personas, all in high resolution. So yeah, Izanagi. Yeah, they look pretty awesome. Nice that we have, we can put on choose, we can have, the music will play, randomly. That's pretty cool. Instead of okay, well, we have to manually play it and it'll just repeat on and on. Arsen. Oh, Satanael. An actual, we can actually, use Satanael instead of it being, the final persona that we're gonna have to, yep, New Game Plus. You said now we can play it, or with Royal, where it's a DLC, persona that you have to buy, even though everyone else got their final persona evolution in the game. You just gotta get it as a paid DLC. That's really fucked up. I was waiting did that, so hopefully they didn't do that here. So yeah, just quick look at the Persona stuff there. And more Persona stuff here. Gatsu Izanagi, Kaguya. Yeah, Akihiro really rocks that outfit. The girls, yeah, it works. And just Cam just looks the same, just bruh, just Shinji, just don't talk to me. I don't want to be here. And more of the personas. Satanael. Oh, they did this whole lot of images. They didn't realize there was. But yeah, still looks really great. She works it. It works for her. Stop looking at me with those big old eyes. Two characters I don't really like mixed together. Makes me not like it. They're just Ken here, just I want to play with the Xbox. And edgy Shinji, yep. Yep. It works. It works. Alright, there's that. We're almost done here, guys. This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. So next up, we got a brand new Reload key art, and it looks absolutely fantastic. With 2 weeks left until the launch of Persona 3 Reload, Alice has released a new main visual for the game featuring all the members of SEES and Strega. Previous key art for the game used the game's box you can see below, but this looks absolutely amazing. That looks awesome. I wish this was used as the box art. That would have been really cool. Seeing this as the box art, I mean, I do like how Reload box art looks. Calling back to the original box art. I wish there was just a bit more color surrounding it, so instead of just the blue, it has that checkerboard pattern. It could have been, blue and black. That would have been alright. Just give it, just a little bit more color. But this right here, that looks really awesome. It looks great. Oh, you can see, Thanatos right there. And, it would have been, a perfect, if there was something either right down here in the corner here, or something right here, so they get to oh, they're gonna meet in the middle, they're gonna clash together. That would have been really cool. But fortunately they didn't, but that's alright. Yeah, there's the box art. Yeah, I wish there was just something more than just the blue background. If they can just do the checkboard there, that would have been really cool. But fortunately, they didn't do that. But oh well. I mean, it still looks really awesome. It still looks nice. Can't wait for it. We're less than 2 weeks out. Oh boy, looks really awesome. Next up, we're down to the last few articles here. Last few. Famitsu issue 1834 covers features Persona 3 Reload. And I gotta get this. Famitsu has revealed the cover for the weekly Famitsu magazine 1834, releasing January 25th, which features the protagonist from Persona 3 Reload alongside Aigis on the back cover. The issue features new illustration by character designer Shinjinori Sojima. The issue will contain a 24-page special feature including a comprehensive summary of the game's noteworthy elements, its characters, and new elements, and comments from the developer interviews conducted thus far. But it looks so good. I gotta get my hands on it. Oh man, I gotta get my hands on it. It looks so good. I already have the metaphor one. I gotta get this one. Just looks so good. Oh. Oh, bro. You can't say this looks bad. And apparently, if you do buy it, you get a little postcard that has the entire image of it. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. Not only just the Famitsu magazine art, just their quality, they feel it's it's sturdy, but just oh man, I don't understand a thing out of it. I can't read Japanese. I'm just doing it for the cover art. It looks that good, and also the quality of it, that. For about $25 to $27, you can grab your hands on that on Amazon Japan. Import that. It's $5 or $6, but you gotta include the tax and import fees for that. So yeah, tax, import, worldwide shipping, all that stuff. So you gotta include that. So it's about $27 if you want to get your hands on it. Man, I gotta get this. It looks so good. Oh man. So with this is not the last article we're checking out for the day, but this will be, well, this is not the last Persona Central article. We do have one more, but this is gonna be the very last one for a few minutes. We're actually going on to a Spanish site called Atomics, and this was supposed to translate. It's a Spanish site, so yeah, wasn't really expecting to do this, but yeah, will Persona 3 arrive on the Switch? And Alice responds. Let me just do this. We're only a couple weeks away from Persona 3 Reload throwing itself on the market, both in consoles of today's generations as well as the past and PC. Undoubtedly, one of the things that caught the most attention with the announcement of this much anticipated remake was the fact that the version for Nintendo Switch will not be coming. A few days ago, we had the opportunity to be at a previous event with our friends from Sega Atlas. In addition to be able to try the title in advance, we were able to chat with its directors and producer. During the interview, we couldn't help but ask the question about what happened to the Nintendo Switch version, especially given the good results the company had on the hybrid platform with several of its titles, including Persona 5 Royal. Although the response from the director, Takuya Yamaguchi, and his producer, Ryota Nitsuma, were somewhat ambiguous. They left us a glimpse that it is possible, it's probably only a matter of time before the new game reaches Mario's house. So response is, since we started conceptualizing everything that would come in Persona 3 Reload, we decided that there would be no version for the Nintendo Switch. Of course, the idea is there, but it's a matter of discussing it with the team and seeing what they think about it, and we'll see what happens. The PC Major replies. Well, there you go. I have the impressions that there's an intention for the Switch to receive Persona 3 Reload at some point. The thing is that surely P Studio, being in charge of this project completely, did not want to get into too many problems about the adjusting the experience to capabilities of Nintendo's console, an issue that will surely be in the hands of another team. Anyway, as I was telling you a few months ago, it seems that it's only a matter of time before the game gets to Switch. And there was another thing about this, like a notable leaker, I guess, talked about this, and she said that, oh, it's not coming to the Switch because it's being worked on to come to Nintendo's next console, like the Switch 2 or whatever it's called. I mean, I'm seeing like, yeah, it's possible, that could be the case, but we have no idea. And, with the track record with Alice and like on, at least hardware-wise, on like main console, it takes a while for Alice like jump on board. Like, Alice's first title on the Switch was 3 years after the Switch launch, and it was Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp F8. That was the first one. It was a port of a Wii U game, and it took 3 years after the launch of the game of the system. So it's either gonna be a long while since that we're gonna see an Alice game on the next system, or it's gonna happen quickly. One of those two is gonna happen. Hopefully it's the latter one. Next up, we got our second to last article. This is like something that we haven't. This was really unexpected. So someone leaked early builds of Persona 5 and showed off unused assets. Now, I'm not going to be showing like everything that was leaked, but let's just go through here real quick. A pre-release build of Persona 5 has leaked, with files from this early version of the game being shared around social media. So far, one of the most interesting finds of a bunch of unreleased music, largely compiled of early versions of the tracks that never made it into the game. One of the most popular discoveries is an unused version of the song "Wake Up, Get Up, Get Out There" with a completely different backing track and vocals. Even the lyrics are totally different, pointing to a lot of changes being made during the development of Persona 5. So from Faza, the most insane thing that just happened, someone leaked an early version of P5 dating half a year before the Japanese release. So that was probably like early 2016. Early songs, early models, and PV2 last surprise. And this, an early version of Wake Up, Get Up, Get Out There. And just in case, I'm not gonna be playing, like the leak stuff, but just I believe like the track, it wasn't of Lin, the current singer of the title, but it was Yumi something. I believe she was the singer for like majority of the tracks in Persona 4, in the Persona 4 games. So it was her lending the voice for the vocals of like this early version of Wake Up, Get Up, Get Out There. I was like, oh, this is just like very different. Like it is like, if like the music sounds very similar to the like what we got now, but it's sort of slowed down a little bit, kind of. And it was just like hearing her voice like singing, just like ooh. I think like I guess I can understand why they changed, Yumi to Lin. But like Yumi's still a good singer. She is. But like I guess her voice didn't fit, the song that they were wanting, I guess. And there's like, oh yeah, all the songs from the beta right there. If you're eager to hear what other tracks sound like in early development, more than 2.5 hours, oh I didn't know that, from this build has been shared onto YouTube. It's a look behind the scenes that were not often afforded with large productions like Persona 5. Since none of this material seems to have been used in pre-release footage that was shown off ahead of the game's Japanese launch in September 2026. December 2016 or April 2017 internationally. Digging around online, these files are reportedly from a prototype dated February 26, 2016. This will be just months before launch, and still there were so many differences between the file and build that we got on release day. Some were very limited information on the prototype can be found on the hidden place. Wiki dedicated on to preserving pre-release builds of various games, but it appears that fans are still uncovering that all that can be found on this copy of the game. As fans dive into it, it says they've uncovered a debug menu, cut content, and more. The leaks are credited to the hidden place user Frostwolf. This user has since indicated that they've accessed December 2015 build of the game too. So we're probably going to see even more pre-release materials shared online. Right now, it's not clear where the build comes from. The groups going over the data has pulled files from several physical disks. Some kind of private sale has been alluded to. Who sold the disc in the first place isn't clear though. So we'll have to wait for more details to come to light on the background of this leak. Us does not respond to the leak at the time of this writing. So yeah, I've seen some of the leaked content, and boy, oh man. So like, some of the content was like there was a model of like an older version of Nanako, and it was fully modeled too, looks like she was working like kind of has like a convenience store clerk's outfit, like she has like a little jacket that says like and Dojima. I was like, oh my god, we could have saw Nanako in the game. It's just like, oh man. I mean, that would have been so awesome to like to see her. Like there were like, you know, some some Easter eggs like teasing, you know, like what the Persona 4 cast has been up to. I mean, there was little like posters for both Rize and well, what's girl name from Dancing All Night? I forgot her name, but yeah, both of those we saw there was posters within the game itself that really shows, hey, Persona 4. There was mentions of, you know, the detective prince being Naoto, a cop who knows kung fu being Chie. So little, you know, little Easter eggs like that were throughout the game. But actually seeing Nanako in the game, that would have been so awesome. Oh man, because like we haven't really had like, you know, like another like physical contact with like, you know, a previous Persona cast since Persona 4, and like, you know, and you know, Ultimate as well. But like within the main game, like 4 with the trip to Gekkoukan and seeing Chihiro there, that was really awesome. It would have been so great to just have that, you know, kind of similar thing where we, oh hey, we get to see Nanako working there, just like, hi Nanako. Oh man, but there was some other stuff too, like apparently there was like a model that was probably supposed to be like a female playable character, like a lady with like red hair, and people said like, oh, she even has like animations that were just P3 FemC from Portable, and she has her animation. So I guess Alice was like, you know, testing to see like, oh, maybe we can do that, but overall they didn't. I'm just trying to remember what was like some of the leaks there. There was some things with like Akechi. He had like he was more touchy-feely. Like there was a moment where like he's in a safe room with Morgana, and he just like picks him up and just like examining Morgana, just like, huh, you're really interesting, you know, kind of creature. And then like I've seen like some Twitter posts just like another post where just like Keshi's just like, he's like laying his like arm on like Joker's shoulders, and people were just like, oh my god, Keshi put his hands on Joker's shoulders, oh my god, Alice, you took this away from us. I'm just like, are y'all desperate for something? Like, just like, y'all, you guys don't see guys put their hands or arms on like other guys' shoulders? Just like, bruh, like I do that all the time with my guy friends. Just like, bro, do you see what's happening over here, man? Just like yeah, y'all are just like desperate for some love that's not even there. And one last thing I remember was like there was like an alternate like shirt for Ryuji that was like his shirt that was his red shirt. I forgot what it originally said, but like the new one says like fucking rules, something like that. But they censor out the fuck. But yeah, it was that kind of. I guess they didn't want like put that like, you know, face forward, and you know what people are gonna be like, you know, regularly saying, you know, as they play the game. So yeah, and I'm guessing that might raise the ratings perhaps. So I guess they had to make that change there. But yeah, there's so much other, you know, leaks that I just can't cover in one go. But you can find, you know, on Twitter. They even say like on the Hidden Plays, you know, check that out there. Just so much more more behind the untouched content that we haven't seen yet. So that's just, really cool. So we got one last article to go to, and this is literally like the the weirdest thing that we've got, like, and this came out today, like really a couple of hours ago. So what we got here, boom, Persona 3 Reload live action trailer release. I was not expecting this, and just like a comment here, just like for the trailer, just why? that was my reaction too. That was my reaction too, and a whole bunch of people too. Alice has released a live action trailer for Persona 3 Reload titled "Seal Your Fate," featuring actor Aidan Gallagher from TV series The Umbrella Academy, which I have never seen before. So, from the press release, Alice has released a new trailer for much anticipated Persona 3 Reload that stars acclaimed actor and musician Aidan Gallagher, known for his role as number 5 in Netflix hit action series The Umbrella Academy. The new video blends real world and in-game footage. Just start, because like blurs the line between our world and the supernatural realm rendered in Reload, and offers a taste of the mysterious and dangers that awaits players within the game, which is available for pre-order, and it's available on February 2nd, and it's also on Game Pass at launch. In the trailer, Gallagher guides the viewers through a multitude of environments from the game world as he becomes immersed in its universe, playing within the game's theme of time, death, and power. And the trailer invites the viewers to accept their destiny and seal their fate in Persona 3 Reload. And I, obviously, as the content creator as I am, I did a reaction video of this, so if you guys want to check it out, there you go. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, let's check this out.
Time is something no one can escape.
Like, this seriously,
no matter which path you choose,
this seriously has to be the most easiest trailer Corey he had to do.
Your time is limited.
That's just gotta be a filter on him.
The end will come. It's all up to you now.
God.
The world does not need a script. That is already written.
God, that's just
the time
awkward.
Has come to wield your power, accept your destiny.
Oh.
And seal your fate.
Man. That's a trailer. That is definitely a trailer. Why? Like, is Aiden, a Persona fan? Is that why he's a part of it? I mean, if he is, cool. I've seen like someone comments like, it would be better if Alex Lee, the voice of the voice of the protagonist, like was in this live action one, because it would be it would transition much better, but guess not. Oh man, people don't like this. People don't like the trailer because it's just out of place, and like And like this would have been like, if this was the early 2000s, I guess people would like it, but like now it's just like it just feels like awkward, kind of cringe. But this might have been on Microsoft part. I've seen people like, oh, Microsoft might have told them to do this. Just like, is like, you know, of course they're paying for like the advertising to get the first dibs. All like, hey, yeah, you're gonna advertise for like, you know, Xbox and all that stuff. So how about you, you know, put you know, let's put a real person in there. I mean, that might have been a thing, but oh man, no, just not that big a fan of it. Just feels really awkward. Just like I talk more about it in my reaction, but it's just like how it was just like it was going, and just like especially like the running scene, just like you can tell he's just running in place. You can just tell that. Just like I don't know why. Just like seeing seeing like the feet up as high as it is. I don't know. I don't know why that's just like the thing. Just like I don't like that. Just feels really weird, and just like how just like just circles to the front of him. Just feels really off.
Wield your power, accept your destiny.
But that's all I'm gonna say about this trailer. If you guys want to check out my, you know, full thoughts about it, check out my reaction. Links will be down in the description below. But man, I am that trailer. Oof. It is just big. Oof. But that is where we're gonna call it here. Where we made it under 2 hours. So that is pretty good. One thing I want to tell you guys, we were intending to have a guest, but unfortunately things kind of didn't go as well. Fortunately, hopefully our guest can come by next time, whenever he's available. I just like he had some personal stuff that came up, so I really hope, you know, things goes all right with him. You know, because personal stuff that matters much more than this podcast. Anytime, if something personal comes up, whether it's me or someone else, hey, go for it. So yeah, hopefully next time, you know, we can have him on the podcast. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Also want to thank the patrons for, you know, supporting the show financially. You guys are awesome. The names should be scrolling on screen now. If you guys want to support the podcast, please, you know, you can always subscribe to the YouTube channel, liking the video. That is really great. If you're listening on audio podcast, you know, following the channel there, that's great. Apple Podcasts, that's, you know, give a 5-star rating if that's available there. I know that YouTube / Google announced that they're killing off Google Podcasts, so this might be only available. This might be the alternative. Might be YouTube Music. So if that's gone, check out YouTube Music. That should be automatically up there when I'm using when I upload, well, the podcast on YouTube. I select also put podcast for put in the playlist of podcasts. So hopefully that'll be up there. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And yeah, so again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys soon. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye.